Ah, ladies and gentlemen,
We're back.
welcome back to another
We
video.
are. We are back. Welcome. Uh, it's a beautiful day.
No, it's not, bruh. I know it's a beautiful day for you, but no, it's not, bruh. Bro, like this is not funny, bro. Like I'm getting to a point, bro. Like with Arsenal, bro. Like it's really getting depressing, bro. Cause bro, we are home, bro. We are home,
It'd be like that sometimes.
bro. These players are not good enough, bro. That's just what it is. Like it's as simple as that. Like, bro, without Saka, bro, we can't play. Like it's. I know people be saying like Odegaard is also a world class player. I don't get me wrong, he is. But bro,
You do be
Arsenal,
carrying though.
Arsenal without Saka, bro, it's not Arsenal, bro. Like I'm sorry, like, and
You know what it is. It's just like you guys don't have anyone that can do what he does off that right hand side. When Yeri was doing that, and then boom, and now
he
you don't
got
have anybody.
he got hurt,
Yeah.
bro. Like
So
it's not funny, bro. Like it's really not funny, bro. Like
you guys, bro, we're your left-footed players, bro. Like your left-footed attackers.
they're
Besides
all
Odegaard.
they're all injured.
Besides Odegaard. We don't even really have that. Like Odegaard and Havertz, yeah, but Havertz can't
No.
Havertz
Like
is not that kind of player.
real talk, right? Like there's certain like there's a lot of players that shouldn't be in this team, bro. Like I'm sorry, Martinelli, bro. Like Martinelli does
I'm,
two things. Listen. He does two things, right? It's either he goes down the line, try to cross in with his left foot, or he cuts inside and plays a simple pass. That's all I've seen him do, bro. He hasn't done anything else. Like, there's nothing about Martinelli that, like, you know what I'm saying, that gets me, like, oh, okay, he's about to do something. Yeah, he's
right.
fast, but that's about it. Even his speed, like, he just puts his head down and just run, bro. Like, and then he runs into defenders. Like, it's not even funny anymore, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, Moreno. I personally don't think that we need a player like him. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying. Like, if Partey wasn't here, then I get it. But we don't need a player like Moreno, bro. Like, it's a waste of signing. Like, and the whole team other than Saka, we don't have anybody. When I say anybody, we don't have anybody that can actually play. Like you know what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah,
threat that can get the ball, make something work. Like little like in Wanyeri was doing that, but now he's hurt. Other than
yeah.
that, we got nobody else. Like Havertz is not really doing much. You know what I'm saying? And I hate the fact that Havertz comes in midfield and actually try to play. Like that pisses me off. Like stay up there and just try to head the ball, bro, because that's what he's really good at. You know what I'm saying? Making the runs and link up play. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I'm saying that like in games like where we need somebody to actually like do
An
something,
outlet.
bro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's nobody. And Jesus looked so good when he came on, but still like you had him on the bench for like what 75 minutes. And I thought he should have started. You know what I'm saying? He's been in good form.
He's been in
Like
good form. Yeah,
Arteta is making decisions, bro, like that is very, very questionable. You know what I'm saying? Like you taking off Partey, bringing in like Jorginho, like what is that supposed to do for us? You know what I mean? Like that's not a threat. Like if you're gonna take players off, at least bring like you know what I'm saying, players that we know that's gonna actually try to do something. What is Jorginho gonna do? What is Zinchenko really gonna do? You know what I mean? Those players all really just try to keep the ball. Like we're losing the game. It's 2-0. We're losing the game. Why are you bringing players in that's gonna keep the ball? Like it makes no sense to me. And I don't even understand the reason why. Like I'm not gonna say like he's a good player, but I don't know why he's bringing like why he bring player like Zinchenko on. Like you know what I'm saying? The kid was having a good game. Like
yeah.
like what is that change gonna do for the team? Nah, man. I don't know what it is, bro. Like we always play good. When it gets to a point where it really matters, bro, for Arsenal, bro, that's when Arsenal start playing that
That's when you guys. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
It's
it's
like
always like that. We play good to a certain extent. We get to a position like okay, like you know what I'm saying, we can do something, and then the next boom, like we start playing like we've never played soccer before. I was watching the game. I'm like, bro, what is going on? Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? And, like good, like kudos to Liverpool, to Newcastle. They played,
Newcastle. Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
defended well. Like they look good on the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like we had the possession, but we didn't do nothing with the ball. We're just
Right.
playing
Yeah.
side passes, back passes. Newcastle had the ball. They know exactly what they want to do. And bro, Isak, bro, like,
That's the kind of player that every. That's like a striker that. That is a complete striker. He's like it's a complete striker. He can hold up the ball. He can dribble in tight spaces. He can finish. He's an aerial threat as well. Like he's got all the assets of like any top striker has. And it's when Arsenal should have gone in for him like what 2 years ago.
yeah,
That was the time, and you guys didn't. I'm not saying that the signing of Havertz was bad because Havertz hasn't been a bad player for you guys. And I think like during his tenure, he actually has exceeded a lot of people's expectations. but you guys really needed a player like an Isak. But now it's like now you guys really know you have to cut your losses. You know, stop giving these guys time. You know, it's you're in a period where trophies are expected out of you. FA Cup, uh, Carling Cup, the league. You know, Champions League. Like these are competitions that you really are expected to now like really perform in. I'm not saying losing to Newcastle was bad because Newcastle's not a bad team. They're in great form. Um, all their players are firing. I think since Tonali has come into the team and really gelled, like they've started looking really good. But you know, you guys have been for the past 3 seasons. You guys have been title contenders. Um, so these are games that you really have to be pushing to win. And it seems like you just aren't.
Bro.
I don't know if it's not just the players, but also our test of the decision making of the lineup, the substitutions, and also the players not really stepping up to the occasion. Odegaard, who's the captain, you expect him to actually take the game by the scruff of the neck and try to push forward and push the team forward. And I'm not. He's a great player. He's technically amazing. I rate him very highly, but as a captain and also as the best player on the pitch, you have to not just try to control the game, but actually just push forward. Because if you push forward, then the rest of the team also pushes forward.
Listen, I'm not even gonna put everything on Odegaard, bro. Like,
oh, I'm not putting everything on him.
what,
I'm just saying,
what I'm trying to say is like we don't have a good enough team. Like we have to start being realistic with Arsenal, bro. Like the team is not good enough.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta cut your losses. Yeah,
like there's a lot of players that really shouldn't be there. Like other than our starting 11, which is for me personally, I think is average, right? Other than that, like everybody else in the bench on the sub, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? They're not like, what are they really gonna do? Like we don't have anybody in the gen other than like maybe Jesus. Other than that, who else is from the bench that's actually gonna come in and actually do something in a game where we needed a goal? Like who? Yeah. We don't have anybody. We really don't. And the team is no really average. Yeah. We do the same subs like every single time. You know what I'm saying? It's the same subs, the same amount of people. Like, and it's just really, really frustrating, like, to watch. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're playing our best 11 that's not playing well, right? Quote unquote, that's not playing well, right? And then we looking at the bench for someone that can come change the game, and we have nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at the bench. I'm like, who's gonna come in? And then like I'm seeing them bringing in Shinchenko. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, bro. Like it's just I don't know. We this January we do definitely need to sign a couple players, bro. Like there's a couple players that we need to sign. Like we gotta look for a striker. We need a goal scorer in this team. Like games like these, bro. If we have Isak on our team, or we got someone like a Vlahovic or someone that's a threat in the box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we cross the ball so many times, and there's nobody in the box that actually heads the ball than Havertz.
Yeah, I mean it's weird because I mean aside from Havertz, Marino's tall, but that's it. You know what I mean? Like Martinelli's not a threat aerially. Trossard's not a threat aerially. Jesus is not a threat in the air. Like, but yeah, you guys cross the ball so much. And it's not like your defenders are up top. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like it's a corner. Corners are different, and even your corners recently like haven't been delivering as well. I think people are starting to clock it. But
we shouldn't have to rely on corners though. Like we're a big club for us to be like relying on like set pieces or score goals. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
yeah, no, this is correct. Yeah, but you have to think even when Saka was here or Saka was in the team, you guys were heavily depending on set pieces, heavily. How many games there was like a stretch of like 5 games, or 3 games, and you had only your goals were only from set pieces. No, like I think you only had one open goal play from like 3 games. It's like damn, like, and I think during that time also like Odegaard wasn't in the team, also, but like even though there's creativity in the team, it feels like when you're getting to the final third, that's when your players are rushing it. They're being a bit, I don't know, like there's like no confidence. I don't know what to say that there's no confidence, right? But like they're not attacking that back line. They're not attacking their defender. You'd expect Trossard to really take on his man, Martinelli to take on his man. Like Saka, has been taking on his men, but your players don't do that. And and I'm not trying to compare. Well, I guess I am comparing like United to Arsenal, where one also we don't really have that firepower off the bench, so we have to make sure that our starting 11 is absolutely spot on. Um, and if it's not, all right, cool. But make your subs early so they have enough time to impact the game. Making late subs, and Arteta has done this too. He's made subs at inopportune times. Like bring on Trossard. Trossard has like 10 minutes to do something. Like what's
Yeah,
he gonna do?
yeah,
Like it, he has to. He has to, and he's taken you to this point, and like I said, you've competed for titles and stuff like that. But now it's really a test for Arteta to show that he belongs as a manager of Arsenal. Arsenal is known to not not necessarily like Champions League, all this stuff, but FA Cup, like that's your competition. You know what I mean? Um, Arsenal is known to win trophies, even though the league is one thing, but you guys are a trophy club. You guys are known to compete, and right now it seems that you guys are not really competing at the level you should, especially when all the other teams are not actually doing as well as they would hope to.
that's the thing that's
Um,
pissing me off.
that you guys are not really taking your chances the way you should. And you're getting a little bit lucky that Chelsea dropping points, Nottingham Forest are um, are a team that are exceeding expectations right now, but are expected to drop off. Newcastle, they're actually on the up right now, but besides Liverpool, they're performing great. Arsenal really have to take this time to make sure that you solidify your place. Take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you. This is what you didn't do last season or the season before.
Of course.
And you think that you learn your lesson. Your players are more experienced now, but it's the same. It seems that it's the same, and I understand like you don't have talent. You don't have any really like world class players aside barring like Odegaard and Saka really. Um, and you look at the teams like Liverpool and City, even though City are not performing well, but Liverpool even like Salah world class, Van Dijk world class, Alisson world class, and then you have players that are on the tip of being world class. You can arguably, Trent is world class, Robertson are arguably world class. Konate is getting up there. Um, Luis Diaz is getting up there. Uh, Soboslai is getting up there. Like you have every position is like, dang, they have a
Yeah,
near world class to world class player. You know what I mean? So, um, it's really time for you to like look in and see, all right, who's a squad player and who's a first like starter, and if you're a starter, what have you contributed? If not, down to the bench, and then those squad players start selling. Jorginho, so Pate, I love that guy, but
yeah,
he's too injury prone. Sell him. Martinelli, you could get some decent money from him. Sell him. Trossard, he's a good squad player, but if the right offer comes in, sell him. Like you got to be ruthless now. That's this is that time.
and this is the
And
thing with
this is the
Arteta.
same thing I've been saying about United as well. And Arteta, it was weird because when Arteta first came in, he was ruthless. Ozil, Obama, like gone.
Yes, yes, yes.
But now he doesn't want to be ruthless. It's because these are his guys. You know what I mean? Like it's like he has a point of proof because he signed these guys. But not every player you sign is gonna work out.
Yeah,
Pep goes through so many players. People don't really say it because of the success that he has, but he goes through so many players, and a lot of those players even go on to do even better and end up being world class players elsewhere. But for him, he just doesn't get the best out of them. Now it's time like to sell on these players. Arteta hasn't gotten the best out of these players, or he's gotten the best that he can out of these players. Time for him to go.
nah. I mean, I totally agree with you, but I'm also I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like after I'm watching some of these games, bro, I'm like leaning to Arteta out. If we don't win something this year, bro, I'm leaning to Arteta out because, you've been at the club for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? They basically given you everything that you needed, the players that you said you
Yeah.
wanted to buy. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, like I get it. You know what I'm saying? You want to save money, but like, bro, we get to a point where it's like we need to win titles, bro. Like I know like where the teams where he's taken the team for the past like 5 years to where we are right
Yeah.
now to actually competing and stuff like that, which is great. Don't get me wrong, it's great, but at the same time, like this Arsenal, this is a club that you know what I'm saying, was doing well. I know we went through a rough patch, was doing well. Now we're back at the top, right? If we're going to be back at the top, we want to be at the top, we have to start signing big names. You have to start signing those players, those game changing players. And if he's not going to do that, or he wants to stick with his guys, then he got to go. We got to find a manager that wants to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, like, you can't be at Arsenal for 15, 20 years and only getting 3 trophies. I mean, I said one, but he says three. You know what I mean? Like, that's just nothing. Like, you've been here for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like we looked like we was going like forward. You know what I mean? Now it looked like the team is going backwards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know what's gonna happen next year. You never know. Teams get better next year. You know what I'm saying? This is the Premier League. So as of right now, we gotta go in and get players. Nico Williams, I don't care how much money. Get him. Isak, get him. Players like that, we need players like that in the team. We need game changing players. I know Saka when he gets back, he's gonna be solid in the right wing. You know what I mean? We got a couple squad players that can play on the right wing. That's fine. We got anyone there coming up looking great. Like our front line, we need to be so dangerous that when we go to teams, they be like, oh, like look at Liverpool right now. If Salah is not on form, Diaz is on form. You know what I'm saying? Diaz is not on form, Jota is on form. You know what I'm saying? There's someone that's gonna carry that game. We only got Saka, and if Saka doesn't do anything, it's over. The game is done. It's over.
Yeah.
Like that's how it always is. If Saka doesn't click, the whole team doesn't click, and it's not like he's hurt right now and he can't do nothing about it. But still, what are we doing here, bro? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just really really frustrating to watch. Like I mean, kudos to like Newcastle. Obviously, like they played really good today. Um, I mean I have to give respect to Big Headed out. Like you know what I'm saying. Like they set up the team very well. Like they look like they know how to play soccer. They look like they were willing to play soccer today. You know what I'm saying? We look like absolute shit. Like I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. Like it was terrible. It was one of the worst performance I've seen in a very, very long time from Arsenal. Like we didn't really do nothing, bro. Nothing. I know Martin had his chance, we hit the post, fine. But other than that, like there was no real clear cut chances. I mean Havertz got that one when he tried to head the ball when he hit his shoulder. But other than that, we didn't really do much. Like really, we didn't really do much. And like every time Newcastle had the ball, they look dangerous.
They look dangerous.
They
Yeah.
look dangerous. They would get in our box and try to like do something, but we didn't do nothing. We get the ball side passes. Like it's so frustrating to watch because like we need to go score and then we always play safe, safe, safe. Don't lose the ball, safe. Like what is that gonna do for us? I don't care what the possession is. I don't care if you dominate the game. That's not winning the game. You know what I mean? That's not winning the game. But yeah, I'm just done with all this rant. Like yeah.
Welcome to the club, bro. No, I mean you guys. At least you guys aren't mid-table. So
Yeah, that's a lot better. Well, any, anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know what you think about Arsenal down in the comments down below. Yeah, and let us know. Do you think Arsenal fans, do you think Arteta should get sacked this season if he doesn't win a trophy? Like, let us know down in the comments down below, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.
peace.